Well, I'm going to do a 3D print, and I got a suggestion from Kelly here in the comment section of one of my videos. And if you want to leave a comment and suggest something for me to print, just go to thingiverse.com and choose something. If it's not too big and it won't take forever to print, I'll give it a go. So anyway, let's click on the thing that she suggested, and this is a sink strainer by the looks of it, but I can't use it the way it is. It's basically just a picture, and I need the Thingiverse STL file, so let's just go to Thingiverse, see if we can find the sink strainer. So put it in the search box, and we have 72 results. So we'll just have to keep scrolling through the models until we find the one that looks like the one that Kelly suggested. So it could take a little bit, but it shouldn't take too long. Ah, there it is. So in order to use it, we have to get the STL file. So there's the STL, so we'll just download that. So I'll just show you real quick how to find models on Thingiverse. So there's a couple different ways. You can either enter it in the search box. So say you're looking for a guitar. So here are all the results for guitar. So there's quite a few. There's 1,512. So you just scroll until you find what you're looking for. Or if you're not sure and you just want to take a look, you can go to Explore. You can explore things, and that'll bring up everything. Or you can just go to Categories, and that'll basically show you all the different categories that are available, and you can just go from there. So my internet's a little slow, so it's gonna maybe take a bit. It's been acting up a lot lately. So anyway, so let's say you want to do something with household. So you go to household, and you can choose newest, featured, popular. I think most people go for popular, and then it'll just show you everything that's available. But anyway, let's go back to our strainer. I'll open it up in Cura, and we'll pick it up from there. So now that we have Cura open, we have to make a few changes, and if you can see right here, I renamed the file to strainer and then put PLA in the file name because I want to know that it's sliced for PLA. So we already have it on PLA. 0.3 is probably good for the layer height, just so it doesn't take so long. Now we're going to have to change the top and bottom layers to 0. So this layer down here, we need it not to print it as a solid layer. It needs to print just the infill. So now we need to change the infill type to whatever we want, and I'm going to do triangles. And we're using PLA, and I like to do 205, so I'm going to change that. 60 is good for the bed. Enable retraction, we're going to keep that enabled. And the print speed's good, and we're going to keep cooling enabled. And we don't need any supports, and we only need a skirt, so I think that's good. So now we need to save the file, and we're just going to save it to the desktop, and I'm not going to change the name, we'll just leave it. So now I'll pick it back up on Repetier Host, and we'll go through the process of printing it, and we'll do a time lapse, and when it's done I'll show you what it looks like, and we'll test it out. So now we'll load the file that we just sliced, so it's strainer pla.g code. Alrighty, so I have the strainer here. I put some macaroni. Hopefully it'll float. I'm not sure. I don't think it will, but that doesn't matter. So we'll just throw it in here. And I got to put it over there because I got to quickly take out this plug. Throw that one in there. And yeah, just as I suspected, it's not really gonna work because the sides are too high. So I guess it depends on your sink. You're gonna have to probably measure the depth of the drain in your sink and then adjust this in like Tinkercad or something like that so that you have the right size. But otherwise, it would work.